The moment you sit at a poker table, something curious happens. It feels like every pair of eyes is a spotlight, scanning you in an instant. The room is quiet, almost too quiet, with only the soft clatter of chips breaking the silence. It's in these first few seconds that the real game begins, long before the cards are even dealt. Professional poker players thrive in this arena, where silence is golden and observation is key. They catch details you didn't know you were broadcasting. The way you stack your chips, for instance, speaks volumes. Are they lined up with precision or a messy pile of chaos? Each choice, even subconscious, tells a story. Your fingers hover over the cards, perhaps hesitating a moment too long. A quick peek, yet your eyes betray a flicker of something, a secret thrill or a hidden dread. These players notice everything. This isn't random. It's a skill honed over countless games, where first impressions are more than superficial. Some folks try to appear relaxed, leaning back with an air of nonchalance. But there's a fine line between relaxed and too relaxed. It's almost like they're trying to convince themselves more than anyone else. Professional eyes see the subtle effort in that casual slouch. Then there's the person who checks their chips twice, as if they'd magically multiplied since the last glance. It's a small habit, yet it betrays an underlying tension. These moments, these tiny behaviors, are like breadcrumbs leading to a deeper understanding of what lies beneath the surface. What's happening here is a dance of micro-expressions and fleeting gestures. It's not about conscious analysis. It's rapid, almost instinctual. A player's posture, how they breathe, a quick glance, they all swirl together, creating a mosaic of insights. And just like that, before the first bet is made, a picture forms. It's incomplete. Yes, but intriguing. A glimpse into the unspoken language of the table. This is where the true nature of the game reveals itself, and where the most skilled players begin to read the unwritten rules without saying a word. What's happening here is the transformation of every action into data. Good poker players are not just watching, they're analyzing, dissecting each moment. They're like chess players, but with more money and fewer pieces. When someone places a bet, it's not just about the chips on the table, it's about the rhythm and tempo of that decision. Did they hesitate? Was there a flicker of doubt? Or did they overplay their hand with forced bravado? Consider the player who suddenly becomes very talkative. This sudden verbosity isn't just a personality quirk, it's a signal, perhaps an unconscious attempt to distract or mislead. Then there's the silent type, who, out of nowhere, offers a quip. It's as if they're stepping out of character, just to see how others react. These deviations from the norm are like markers on a map, leading to the truth of their intentions. Bet sizing patterns reveal even more. A player who consistently bets big on strong hands and small on weak ones isn't just predictable. They're leaving breadcrumbs for their opponents to follow. Seasoned players track these patterns, not just in a single hand, but across an entire session. This isn't random, it's methodical, a form of psychological profiling that happens in real time. Spotting forced confidence is an art. It's the overacted shrug, the exaggerated smile, traits that betray the nervous energy beneath the surface. The mind is a curious creature, often betraying itself in subtle ways. When someone is acting strong, they might be trying too hard to convince everyone, including themselves. It's a delicate dance between genuine confidence and its theatrical counterpart. Tracking behaviors across multiple hands is where the true magic, or rather the science, happens. Players adjust, adapt, and recalibrate their reads constantly. They're not just reacting to the cards, but to the evolving narrative at the table. This is how they anticipate moves before they happen, like a chess player predicting the opponent's strategy, several steps ahead. As the game progresses, the dynamic shifts. Some players start to feel the weight of exposure, as if the spotlight has turned onto them. Subtle psychological pressure builds. It's not just about the cards anymore. It's about who can maintain their composure. When the stakes are high, the table becomes a stage, and each player, an actor in a drama where every gesture counts. The tension at the table is palpable. Players stare at their hands, eyes flicking to one another, trying to discern the invisible signals. It's no longer about the cards. It's about the internal dance of pressure and perception. Each player is caught in a web of their own making, trying to control what cannot truly be controlled, how they are perceived by others. In this charged atmosphere, overthinking becomes the enemy. A player, attempting to maintain a facade of calm, inadvertently gives themselves away. Their fingers tap too rhythmically. Their gaze holds just a fraction too long. This isn't about the cards anymore. It's about watching people try not to reveal themselves. As the game progresses, the players' strategies shift. They are not only battling each other, but also their own instincts. The more they strive to appear relaxed, the more their forced composure becomes the tell. Ironically, in trying to hide their intentions, they illuminate them instead. This isn't just a poker game. It's a delicate ballet of human behavior under pressure. A player raises the stakes, their voice steady, but there's a slight tremor in their hand that betrays their confidence. It's the human condition laid bare, trying to act normal, when every fiber screams otherwise. Consider the moments in life when you over-explain because nerves take over, or when confidence feels more like a costume than a second skin. We've all been there, haven't we? Standing in front of a crowd, trying to keep our voice steady while our mind races through 1,000 what-ifs. The poker table becomes a mirror, reflecting this universal struggle. The more someone tries to hide, the more they reveal. It's an art and a science of understanding that the most potent tells are often unintentional. As the final cards are laid down, the tension releases, transforming into a quiet realization. The real game isn't confined to the felt. It extends into everyday life. It's the subtle dance of trying to be unreadable while being entirely human. And so, as the players gather their chip and the room settles, we're left with a lingering thought. Perhaps the true skill lies not in masking our intentions, but in embracing the authenticity beneath. In the end, isn't it fascinating how the simplest act of trying to stay consistent can reveal so much more than we intend?